No, she over there.
You brought all the way to that.
Oh, you call
We
my
should have to walk
love the way you put it on. Girl, you got my attention, all of my attention. Yes, type like lemon, chill, perked up and rested. Yeah, you got me burning up in here. Two black, five in here. Stressing, killing here. I ain't sweating, you swimming here. The essence is missing here, so I'm ready to disappear. Let's just go, my dear. Cause the way you put it on made me wanna take it off you. Got me so amazing. Oh, I don't wanna wait, no, nah. I don't wanna wait, be up there for the champagne. 2 a.m. creeping up, you know how to keep me up. No, it won't be easy, but I'll be here, believe me, yeah. She turning me up, am I not tipsy, turvy enough? Maybe my vision getting blurry, blurry enough. I can still see and I'm certain. The way you light it up, yeah, the dress shimmering like this chandelier, diamonds in your hair, you make it one thing very clear. The way you put me on, there's no competition. I watch you make an entrance, baby. Yeah, so you can tell by my description. You fit it well and girl, I won't never felt mentioned. You're probably Chevy D, losing time. Trying to go the distance. You got all my attention, baby. I'm ready to disappear. Let's just go, my dear. Cause the way you put it on made me wanna take it off you. Got me so amazing. Oh, I don't wanna wait, no, nah. I don't wanna wait, be up there for the champagne. 2 a.m. creeping up, you know how to keep me up. No, it won't be easy, but I'll be here, believe me, yes. She turning me up, am I not tipsy, turvy enough? Maybe my vision getting blurry, blurry enough. I can still see and I'm certain. I'm certain. I see the tension rising. I see the tension rising. I feel the temperature rising. And my attention.
Family. Good afternoon, good evening from my end. 8 minutes past 8 p.m. Hope you guys are doing amazing, are having a beautiful, beautiful day on your end. And of course, welcome to another beautiful episode of the Africa Today Show. Apologies, today we couldn't air our shows, not literally, but we had so much, personally, had so much going on with fixing a lot of things literally happening right in the studio. But karibuni sana to everyone who's literally tuning in on YouTube, BitChute, on Rumble, and to those who are with us on the radio station as well. To those who are listening via Spreaker, Spotify. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. And of course, welcome as we get to discuss literally the matters that have been arising, focusing on the main conversation. We're going to be discussing about the rise of gun violence in America and literally talking about which race actually holds the highest percentage of gun ownership. Because if you look at literally previous conversation, we talked about the gun ownership. This being something that they want to take control of, but if you look at the percentage and who actually violates the gun ownership also rules, we want to
I
look at
people,
that.
I people on the guns. You send me a message over there. I missed your message. I must have missed your message.
I sent you a message. I did.
Oh, okay, calm down.
Karibu sana, how you
Oh,
doing?
okay, how about yourself?
I'm great, just chilled. Nothing much going on. Just having a back and forth with people on the internet about Nicki Minaj and what is happening in Nigeria. So yeah, that is what is happening. Nothing much. And of course, having our laptop fixed, having our event organized and everything. Nothing much is happening. Literally right here in the 254. Maybe on you guys' hand. I don't know if Trump is still sucking any other.
Circus still sucking dick?
Yeah, I don't know if that is
Any
still
other?
happening. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
that is
Trump
still
of it sucking dick with his bill click in his belly, belly, belly.
That's how unbothered I was. That's how unbothered with that conversation. I can't even remember that song, and then I'm even trying to put it on my mind. So,
Big
what is
Trump, then Trump, then second, then double stick and dick, then putting Trump in his belly, 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 in his big old belly.
crazy?
Oh no,
But
that shit. Joe, 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 we talking about some damn. You know, you this in Africa, you be disappeared, but this ain't Africa.
because it's true, it's so true. Personally, I'm very careful with even the back and forth I'm
Of
having
course,
on the internet. I'm very, very careful with my comments and regarding the rules that are being passed where we don't have freedom of speech. I'm very careful with the comments I'm putting out there. So
of course.
now I can just say anything that is gonna put me in trouble, get me hijacked. Sometimes I'm walking on my way home, so I don't know if people are keeping. Of course, people are keeping track of me. I might get hijacked somewhere, so I don't want that happening. Because if that happens,
Well,
yeah,
that's why we're talking. That's why we're talking about Bill Clinton, Trump, and not your corrupt ass leaders. Put the Billy in his Trump in his belly. That's a nut in his gut.
crazy. My Karibuni Sana family, to everyone who's just tuning in. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Your day is amazing. But like I said, we're gonna be talking about the rise of gun violence. We're gonna be looking at actually number one, the highest cities in America that have the highest not only gun violence but also robbery and gun violence all in collective. Because I was looking at Auckland, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Auckland. Is it Auckland?
Oakland, California. That place
Yes,
you showed. That place
yes.
you showed when had all the homeless shit. That's where you go to Oakland. You see all that homeless shit was up there. People have
Mhm.
been thrown out of San Francisco with Oakland. You see all that shit with all that homeless shit was in Oakland.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because I was watching a video on TikTok which was actually showcasing the highest robbery cases on this particular place, Auckland, but which led me to now go deeper and understand the rise of violence and robbery. Because yesterday we were talking about the economy of America, which is collapsing, which is also
Poverty.
an effect here. But looking at this, of course, happening, which is not because of if you talk about the robbery or violence, it's not something that is happening right now because of the economy. It's something that has been existing, and we have to look at the right figure. Again, that's why I'm heavy on the topic I've put, which community or which race holds the highest percentage of gun ownership, because there's always misinformation when it comes to black people. They commit the most highest crimes, but if you look at the real facts, actually white people have so many privileges because of the white supremacy, which is the system that actually globally rules this system. So they tend to walk away with most of the crimes. They tend not
Of
to be
course.
charged with these
As we
crimes.
charge. Exactly.
Yeah, so we can't specifically say black people, because I was very careful by doing my research. I didn't go towards black people. I went on looking at which cities, which race actually has the highest percentage of this ownership, which race actually tends to commit or violate the gun ownership as well, which is actually the white people, and they tend to actually not say this, but say it's black people. And also you can see with the recent, I'd say ICE going to different countries, like we've seen the Chicago. I think we talked about that a few months ago.
Chicago, Memphis,
Yeah,
down
the
that
cities taking
Charlotte
away
now.
how they were affected. Black people are the main target. But if you look at the gun ownership, it's not really that high, because these are
No.
people who don't even have jobs. They are living. We looked at also how most of these people are put in slums, where the slumlords also, we have slumlords. Remember the conversation we had about the slumlords and all that. So, how do you own a gun when you're living in a slum? For me, it's not making sense. At the same time, I get it's easy to hire a gun in the slums, especially with connections, because I've seen that personally growing up in a slum. I saw a gun being hired in front of my own eyes, and it was quite surprising. I'm like, God damn, who am I even chilling with? It's crazy, but at the same time, you don't have a job. Yeah, you don't have a job, but how even getting a gun, ownership of gun, rental and all that is super crazy. But before we get into that, I want us to talk a little bit about the deal McDonald's made with the black people, because everything, look at most of the fast foods, talk about the KFC, which I think we discussed a few months ago. They claim it is owned by a white person, but everything goes back to the black people always. Most of the recipes of the foods, most of the inventions, and so many things, they all trace back to the black people. So this literally is a history of how McDonald's actually grew up and how the white people completely took control of this. And then I'm gonna go deeper because yesterday we were talking about cannibalism, looking at actually how fast foods today in 2025, come 2026 might get worse. We're gonna be eating maybe bugs, who knows.
They put a they put a whole jawbone in your shit.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
gonna be looking at
I messed up right now. There's a whole jawbone in my shit. I don't know if it's the top jaw or the
be
bottom jaw, but there's a whole jawbone in my shit.
be careful with your Popeyes, kid. You gotta be
Careful
very
with, be careful with that Kentucky Fried Chicken. I ain't had Popeyes wasn't a couple weeks now. Shit, I'm scared to eat that shit. It's been a couple weeks now, right?
no.
And then
You had
this week,
last week.
that last not
I
last week, the week before last. That was the
no,
week before last, Joby.
you're lying. But anyway, we continue. Karibu sana
I'm
Kid.
lying. I'm lying.
In 1968, Dr. King was assassinated and Chicago was set ablaze. McDonald's franchise is set empty and they needed a plan. Operation Breadbasket had one. Put black owners in black neighborhoods. So in December, Herman Perry became the first
Before I continue, shout out to Big Cheese. It says, Keith, every time that car makes that sound, you should say, I want to drink your blood because it sounds like Dracula opening up his coffin. God damn. There's Big Cheese in the building. Karibu.
black operator of a McDonald's franchise in Chicago. More black operators followed, and a pipeline was created. But there was a catch. McDonald owned the land, they set the fees, and they picked your lots. So join us today while we talk about how McDonald's created a black franchise empire and everything that it cost. I'm your host, Country Boy. This is One Mic Black History. And if you like stories like this, you can find more stories like this at onemichistory.com. But without further ado, let's get started.
McDonald's always on the land. You don't get the franchise.
After World War II,
They own the land. And the thing, and I understand that McDonald's was stolen. Okay, everybody knows it's called McDonald's, but Ray Kroc, McDonald's. If you guys don't know, McDonald's started in California. Now it's all over the globe. It was a failed ice cream salesman. Joey's favorite ice cream crap. He was a failed salesman, and so he ended up in California trying to sell the McDonald's brothers his ice cream crap. And we don't want none of that shit. But he seen how everybody was eating these burgers. It's like, God damn, people eating all this shit. And so he devised a way to steal their company. Is that white people do? They steal everything, even from each other. He devised a way to steal McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers. And the McDonald's brothers never survived. They tried to sue him to get this shit back. Never worked. And then he sued them and said, you can no longer use your name, Joe. So Joby's name is Jovita Moy Nesra. I take Joby's name and say, now, Joe, you can never use your name again on nothing. I own your name. I own Moy Nelson. And you bet not put it on nothing else again. Not even on your goofy Instagram post. You understand that?
Yeah.
So that's what happened with the McDonald's brothers.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, you bet. I remember this year I had my phone hacked. Literally, my whole phone was hacked. My money, some of my money was stolen. My makeup email was hacked. I can't even access my makeup page anymore because of that. What happened? My Instagram was hacked. My TikTok was hacked. Like literally, most of the things on my phone were hacked. But I fought tooth and nail to get everything back. So you're telling me you're gonna take everything that I own
That was
from?
like last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was this year actually. This year, not last year.
This year? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you telling me I need to give up everything that I own? You sound crazy. You
Pull
have
this up, Joe. Pull this up, Joe, real quick. You got that? Keep that. Open the tab. Say Ray Kroc, the founder. He ain't the founder. The founder of McDonald's stole McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers. This motherfucking name ain't McDonald's.
Traffic violation. 8-hour rest limit.
He said, say say Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, stole McDonald's from the McDonald's brothers. Taco Bell was stolen by the white man. When he went to Mexican restaurant, he stole that. They stole everything. What's it say?
According to Google, no, Ray Kroc did not steal from the McDonald brothers.
Oh my God.
He
What did he
allegedly
do?
bought the
He
company
allegedly,
from them.
he allegedly bought the company from. They didn't sell his company to his. He allegedly. So everybody saying he stole it. Go ahead, Joe.
Although they felt they were cheated. Kroc, who initially partnered with them to franchise their concept, bought the company in 1961 for $2.7 million. And after the sale, he took credit for founding the company and implemented changes. The brothers
And he got rid of them. He never. What? He allegedly. He never paid them shit. That's a lie. See, Google lie. You see, that's right. You see, so here how the brothers' name are McDonald's, Joby, not Kroc. But Kroc is called the founder of McDonald's. He stole the McDonald's, but and if you kept reading, you would see that he also said you're not allowed to use your name ever again.
A new
All right.
cars, suburbia, and highways. Interstates cut through black neighborhoods. Urban renewal cleared blocks in the name of progress. Banks drew red lines on maps around black homes, and the GI Bill helped white veterans buy homes and businesses at a greater clip than their black counterparts. As factories left the city, steady jobs left too. White flight followed, and with that went supermarkets and many white-owned stores. By the mid-60s, a lot of black neighborhoods had fewer jobs, fewer full-service grocery stores, and very little new investment. During this same time, franchisees loved this new America. It had simple menus, fast service, and big parking lots off the highway. Chains like Holiday Inn, Hojo, and new burger brands were built for drivers and suburbia. So in 1956, McDonald's finance chief Harry Sunborn created the Franchise Realty Company. The company would own the land and the building, and operators would run the store, pay a fee, and rent. That meant steady profits for McDonald's even when the store struggled. Most of the risk sat with the owner. Training got standardized at Hamburger University, and ads were funded through a national pool of operators. The model was simple, tight, and built to scale. So black consumers and leaders weren't silent. Since the 1930s, don't buy where you can't work turned shopping into leverage. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 opened lunch counters, but it didn't open bank vaults. In Chicago, Operation Breadbasket used selective patronage to push grocers, bottlers, and phone companies to hire black workers, place contracts with black firms, and deposits in black banks. Johnson Publishing, Ebony, and Jed featured black buying power and sold the vision of how to reach it. The Kerner Commission in 1960 told the country that America was moving towards two separate societies and called out the media for how it pictured black life. Then came April of 1968, and Dr. King was assassinated. Cities erupted. In Chicago, some of its white McDonald's franchisees and workers didn't return. The stores sat dark. McDonald's leaders met with Operation Breadbasket tied to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Local leaders said, if you want trust here, the owners must be black. That same year, Harry Petty took over the Woodlawn store in Chicago's South Side and reopened it December 21st, 1968 as the first black McDonald's franchise. He was trained at Hamburger University, and the company helped him finance, allowing for zero partnerships when needed, and appointing small business administration loans. McDonald even donated the first day's profit from Petty's store to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, tying the brand to Dr. King's dream. Petty did well. A pipeline formed. McDonald's set high priority plan and launched a 50 by 2 program to launch 50 stores ran by people of color within 2 years. They opened a satellite version of Hamburger University classroom on the South Side, so new owners didn't have to travel all the way to Oak Brook, Illinois. Black owners began to meet, and they formalized in 1972 the National Black McDonald's Operators Association. One member called the group both the NAACP and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference for Black operators. It became the inside voice for the push for fair sites, trainings, and contracts. And on the ground, the stores mattered. Black store owners hired locally, sponsored schools and church events, and even supported scholarships. They called it goodwill, and McDonald's executives said that it was cheaper than advertising. Real estate helped too. After the late 1960s uprising, many black neighborhoods became cheap. Between 1968 and 1972, the land values in those areas fell roughly 30% on average. So McDonald's could buy low, build fast, collect rent and fees as their sales grew. So the black owners would then begin demanding better ads. They said, "We pay into the national fund, show us." In 1972, McDonald's would hire Tom Burrell's black-owned ad agency. Burrell called his style positive realism. It showed regular black life with pride, after church, little league nights, grandparents and grandkids, not stereotypes and not pity. It would have lines like, "So good to have around," and "Get down with something good" at McDonald's. And those landed better than "You deserve a break today," which didn't fit with the lives of people who rarely had a break. Research showed this rose the brand's image, and dollars shifted to Ebony and Jet and black radio and black artists and models, and researchers like Viewpoint got paid to shape the black image. Then civil rights groups would push further. The NAACP used fair share agreements and contracts for black builders, insurers, and distributors. The Black Operators Association stressed that one restaurant could support a web of black businesses around it. The system sent money past the counter into banks, printers, construction crews, and ad shops. However, in that fine print, McDonald's kept the land. Owners paid a monthly fee of about 4% in sales plus rent. Part of that rent is a slice of the sales, which reached up to about 14.5%. Owners also had to pay at least 4% in sales to the national ad pool. The company set the standards, inspections, and decided renewals. That is why many owners call themselves captive tenants. In
They
plain
went
words,
bankrupt.
you ran the store,
Exactly.
but the
You're a
company
slave.
owns the ground and sets the rules. So site placement became a fight. Black owners said they were being steered towards older inner city and rural locations with lower average sales and higher costs for security and insurance. The Black Operator Association reported that from 2010 to 2019, the average cash flow gap between black and non-black franchisees tripled to about $65,000 per store. And as health debates grew, fast food filled spaces that supermarkets left. But that heavy concentration of chains in poor, segregated areas linked them to higher rates of obesity and diabetes. Some cities saw protests and asked for
Everybody get
more
all fat.
fresh food
That
access
fat
and more
eating that
corporate
shit.
responsibility. Recently, these
And
tensions
that's
have
before
doubled
you
to
got
the
the
surface.
McTrump. You got fat before you got the McTrump burger at McDonald's. With all that net on it.
Dozens of former black franchisees and some black executives have sued, saying that the system is biased. Herb Washington, a former black ball player, said that he was steered towards weaker markets. McDonald's would purchase his 13 stores for $33.5 million. And it was during this time that black franchisees fell from about 400 in 1998 to just 200 today, even as McDonald's doubled its total franchisees worldwide. So why does any of this matter? McDonald's opened up a real pathway to black ownership and middle-class jobs when other industries stayed closed. In the late 2000s, Black McDonald's stores reported more than $2 billion in sales. Company leaders said that McDonald's has created more Black millionaires than any other corporation. And the ad shift put Black families on national TV like it had always been that way. Yet outcomes are uneven. The same real estate and corporate power that made the model work also put a ceiling on it. It set the door and the deal at the same time. Big brands can push capital, contracts, and images to Black communities fast. But if the company owns the land and sets the fees and chooses the sites, your success rides on their map. So let's be clear. McDonald's did the math. And after 1969, land got cheaper. The company owned the dirt and collected the rent and fees no matter who ran that store. Installing Black owners protected their assets, rebuilt sales, and won goodwill. Moving ad dollars to Black media reached customers other brands were ignoring. And hiring Black suppliers kept the system running. Every choice they made followed their balance sheet. And this doesn't erase the good. Black franchisees built real businesses. They hired neighbors and funded scholarships. And Burrell's ads show Black life on national TV. Both things can be true. But if we want real ownership, we got to follow the money. Who owns the land under the store?
Exactly, that is so true. It's kind of giving what we were discussing yesterday. One of the conversations we were having yesterday, looking at the what's the earning gap between a company worker and the CEO. Literally, it's kind of giving that. I don't know if it's relative, but I feel like that is what it's giving, because most of the profit has to go back to the person who owns the plot and the land. So what am I really making? You know, and then you look at the oppression that it also comes with race. It's really, really crazy. But literally looking at deeper at that, because it also goes back to what we discussed of how white people wanted so much control to the point now it's eating them alive. But Alex Jones likes eating people. You know, maybe this is Alex Jones says, you know, he's gonna eat you alive. You know, literally he's gonna do what he has to do to survive and ensure his daughter survives. So we look at McDonald's today. This is in 2025. I think early this year, one of the shows we shared was the lady who actually exposed one of the fast foods where she ordered some beef and only it came with a human jaw. Not just a jaw, but the up and lower jaw, which was kind of funny to cater to him, but it's very alarming.
It is funny. The jawbone in my shit.
I also saw another video of a woman was complaining about I think she had bought some still McDonald's and they found baby tooths, you know, and bunch of things. So I'm going to share a bunch of these videos. We've also seen KFC. I'm a lover of KFC, but I'm tending not to believe this is yet not in Africa. I believe this is just in America. And I'm heavy on that because I can tell I'm not eating some really good organic food personally here. I can tell we already have fake eggs which are being exposed in Kenya, which is actually circulating in the markets today. So it's very easy for me to detect when I'm eating the fake meat, the fake fish, the fake chicken. So I bet and hope in our KFC, and I do believe our KFCs are not yet touched, because they said that, and they were actually not said, but they were showing an advert of converting human into chicken meat. It's crazy.
They found genetic DNA evidence of children's teeth in the food, in the burgers, which linked it back to, not Wisconsin, Missouri or Wyoming, one of those states that's in the middle of nowhere, where they actually found human meat inside one of the processing plants at McDonald's.
And then in Wyoming, can you imagine Wyoming? We've discussed about
he told you in the middle of, he's not even, as a British guy, tell you those states are in the middle of nowhere. Where your that black lady got murdered and dumped in. It's like these states are in the middle of nowhere. No one's in them. Damn sure ain't no black people in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, we're not sure how it's happened. Maybe somebody fell in there and they haven't reported it. But between McDonald's closing, the reports of the Japanese McDonald's try to pass the buck, try to blame it on the Americans, saying we got the food from the USA. It didn't come from here. And then they said, oh, you know what? That's probably somebody playing a prank. But they're closing a lot of branches down at McDonald's. And McDonald's traditionally, Nick, the last 40, 50 years has been one of the safest franchises you could buy, because what they do is they do a very, very detailed demographic study of where you're going to put these McDonald's, about the income of the people, where they are, the population. They don't just put them randomly. They're very, very specific about where they are. So human meat in the McDonald's food, including children's teeth that have been ground up and put in there, very disturbing.
But why?
But why? It's where they hide the bodies. That's what they're saying. You know how many children disappear every year? Where are they going to hide? Say there's 250,000 children disappear in America every year. Where are all the bodies? You know, most people think, what are they going to do? Drive them along the highway? They always.
Where are the cows? The question should be, where are the cows? Where are the goats? Where are the chickens? Why are you killing babies and putting them on burgers? This is crazy, man.
Rabbi Finkelstein already told you why. Rabbi Finkelstein already told you why. He already told you. Bind them up and we put them in the burgers and you eat them.
Get discovered.
Where are the cows? Where are the goats? Where are these animals? Because remember, if I'm using the right term, I think this was in 2022 when you're talking about the radioactive they were using to kill animals. If I'm using literally the right information, where we saw hundreds of birds, fish being killed.
Don't worry about that. Rabbi Finkelstein told you why we got kids in the burger. You already told me.
Bury them deep enough. You've got.
Now remember, go look it up again.
Some animals expose them. It's hard. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to hide a body. And I'll tell you why I know, Nick, because there's neither North or South Carolina. There's the body farm. Now, the FBI they use this as a training ground. So what happens is when Americans die, they leave the body to science. And what they do in this ground is they put the bodies in different situations. One of them will be left out, one will be semi-buried, one will be fully buried, one will be buried upside down. They do all these experiments about how the decomposing the bodies helps them with the science when they find a murder victim or a body that they're not sure how it died. So, for example, if a larger man dies on his back, they can tell by the insects and how much fat has dripped out of his body underneath, how degraded the grass is and everything, to understand how long he's been decomposing for. So they know all about what happens with these bodies, how they do it. They've got all the forensic science about where they're from. And there's always genetic evidence.
Man, gee, this is crazy.
Okay, so I just come on here to point out this really quite disturbing KFC advert. So I'm just going to explain it and watch and see what you think. So this guy, he's got lost, looks like got lost in a forest. He's found a tribe. They're doing some sort of weird tribal ritualistic dance there around the egg. But the end of this I find the most disturbing part. So look, here he is. He sees like a river, which I thought at first was gravy, but then she picks him up. She dunks him in, which looks like now it's batter, and he comes out a piece of meat. And they're doing a ritualistic dance. Believe in chicken. Is it really chicken?
It continues to baffle me how people continue to eat from fast food restaurants over and over again after hearing all of the horror stories. A video just came across my FYP where a woman was talking about how McDonald's was allegedly selling human meat for 7 months without anyone knowing. The craziest part of this whole story is about how they found out that.
And you know, it's crazy because regarding actually what we're just talking about, this, whether we like it or not, whether they like it or not, whether YouTube likes it, this goes back to white people, because black people, what the hell is this? You know, what is eating bushmeat? Personally, I'm still baffled by that we have some Africans who eat bushmeat. Being honest, the only bushmeat I've had is a bird. You know, and
I like to read the sheet up in here. The Africans eating that bushmeat.
No. I'm not supporting that. Literally, it just bothers me. I don't know. It's because of lack of food in Africa, which we have and are supposed to be having in plenty. How did you even get to be eating bush meat? How do you even get? Why do you eat possum? Why do you eat raccoon? Why are you
Well,
eating these
well,
things?
we
Like,
possum and coon. African people, black people were poor in America, so we had to hunt.
mm,
We went around the grocery store, so we had to hunt coon. I don't know why the people didn't hunt deer. I never
yeah,
ate a coon or a possum in my life. Why not go eat a deer? You got plenty of deer around here. How about go shoot a deer or a rabbit? You got plenty of rabbits. Why am I
exactly.
eating possums and goddamn coons? I'll go kill a rabbit.
Exactly. Kill a gazelle or a deer, but
Exactly. Gazelles and deers run around here in abundance. I don't know why you're eating a possum and a coon. I don't know why.
this is crazy. So, leave alone slavery. With this still goes back to the white people and cannibalism, what you are actually talking about. They're the only people with this capability of doing this. Number one, killing humans or killing people like it's nothing. They don't
Of
feel any
course.
remorse in removing life. It's crazy. There's a video that's been
Nope.
going viral of this kid was asked by the teacher, a white kid, and he was asked by the teacher, "What do you want to become when you grow up?" He said, "A killer." My brother told me there's pleasure in killing, and I want to do that. I want to find pleasure in killing. Like, what? This is a kid talking like this. So you can imagine by the time
Kids,
they get
kids,
become a
kids grow
teenager,
up. Kids grow up. Joe.
yeah. So you become if that is the mentality you already have as a child, and the family promotes that. By the time you become a teenager, these are the people who again who have ownership of gun, ownership of gun, and they can misuse it how they want because they know the system protects them. So this still goes back
Jeffrey
to
Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer was a kid killing all kind of animals and shit.
crazy.
They were selling human meat. A worker came across somebody's wedding band inside of the
Right.
meat, an
Right.
engraved wedding band. The whole point of the story was they changed meat suppliers in hopes of increasing profits. The only
Y'all
problem
both all
was
in my shit.
after they found the ring, they contacted the police right away. The police did an investigation and found out that the meat distributor was connected to a local funeral home.
Then
So
we got-
allegedly, their new
So pause that. Remember they caught the Chinese in Nigeria kidnapping African men and chopping them up and send them home, send them to China for food. You remember that, Joby?
Mm-hmm. I do.
All right. Chopping up these Africans, putting them in burgers, and sending them to China for food.
I kind of, it kind of reminded me when they were castrating Kenyan men to be specific, right? In most of a bunch of African men having their
Well,
dicks chopped. What they
yeah,
even, what they
African men.
like? White people are weird. What they frying this? What they doing with the dicks? Like, what the,
Cooking them and eating them, then put them in a jar. Cook them up. There's fat on that. There's fat meat on that penis.
was getting their meat from a funeral home. You heard what I just said. Mixing meat
From a
with
funeral home.
human.
God
I'm
damn.
talking about.
Soylent Green. They put in their movies 50 years ago. It's called the movie's called Soylent Green. It said the elite were gonna make us eat dead people. Soil and Green. Go look at the movie.
I did a video not too long ago discussing how many burgers McDonald's sells in a single day. Take a look at that number right there. It's staggering. 6.4 million burgers.
Exactly. There's no way there's that many cows. I've been said that. No way you got that many cows in the world where you're making all those burgers and cows are still living. So that meat is out of somebody's toe, somebody's butt cheek, or it's fake meat. I'm tend to think they have made fake meat for long, so you eat somebody's slab of somebody's ass cheek. That's right.
In America only.
In
Just
America, no, not in America only. Around the world. McDonald's is all over the world, Joey. It just ain't in Kenya. McDonald's all over the world.
it's not in Kenya. It's in South Africa. I know.
Yeah, of course it's in South Africa, it's in Zimbabwe, it's in Namibia. Yeah. And it's all the rest of the world. Russia, China, Japan. There's a McDonald's. There's a McDonald's and they got human butt meat in it. Go ahead.
To Demore, I hope you're not eating any butt cheeks over there. God damn.
And right, and there's a bunch of McDonald's with the Moors at right now in the Caucasus in Azerbaijan, and they're known to eat butt meat, people's butt meat. They're known for that. That's right. He's in the Moors in the Caucasus Mountains right now, and he went to his first McDonald's. Said, "Hey man, you might not want to eat that. Oh, let me try it, Keita. All right, go ahead, nigga. Good luck."
What are you eating? Some bad chicks? Sorry.
Worldwide, the average is 75 burgers sold
That's right.
per second.
Worldwide.
So
Like
the questions
worldwide.
continue to linger. Where is all of that meat coming from? So once again, keep this in the back of your mind. This is an alleged story that the McDonald's in Germany was selling human meat for
Hey, that's
over
in Germany.
7 months.
That wasn't America. That's Germany. Yeah, that's in Germany, not America. Germany. I told you, McDonald's is a worldwide company. Go ahead.
So my question to you is, who do you think is at fault for what occurred, if it did occur? Is it the meat supplier for not telling the truth and cutting corners? Or is it the franchise because they didn't inspect the meat prior to cooking it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Motherfuckers went around eating all human beings in Germany. But remember, that's what the cats want to do. They want to cannibalize you because it destroys your immune system. You can't be eating other human beings. It lowers your vibration. Remember, everything's a spiritual war. If you know, think of everything from a spiritual angle. Say, why is this happening? You know it's on purpose. They control everything. There's no accident. There's a whole foot and jawbone in your shit. That's on purpose. Don't ask somebody eating somebody's ass cheek.
What is Soylent Green, you ask? A lot of people think that...
Have I told you, Soylent Green? Soylent Green, I told you. Go look at the movie. Joby says you're going to look at the movie. Joby ain't looked at that movie yet. Soylent Green.
Is it on Netflix or Amazon? I'm gonna look. I've not watched anything lately.
Probably on Amazon. I think it'll be on Amazon more than Netflix.
I've not found anything to watch. Amazon, Netflix is so boring, to be specific. Nothing is interesting there.
Is human meat. But the truth is, I spoke to somebody that actually works at a facility that makes burgers for Burger King, McDonald's, and other chain restaurants. Now, you might not want to eat fast food after hearing this. Some of you may not care, but literally, this is what happens. So after the cow's butchered and they get the steaks and all the good meat out of it, the leftover scrap, all the crap that they can't really sell in the grocery stores, gets thrown into a bin. They call this a combo bin. Now, sometimes pork and stuff like that gets thrown in there too. But literally, thousands and thousands of cows.
The dick and balls, the
all
butt
their
cheeks.
parts that could be used. All the
Man, that's why I love Africa, being honest. Personally, I just want, if I want meat, if I want chicken, I go to the main butcher.
Go to the butcher. I know we don't got butchers no more in America, Joby. We got parts thrown into a vat, and we mix it all together. They said you get butt cheek stew, and make it a hamburger.
Personally, I go to the butcher and I say, this is what I want. And I can correct that person. Don't give me no fat. Don't give me no extra bones. I want meat, and let it be soft meat. And they listen. That's the good part about here. I'll see even greens. I'll see what someone is cutting for me, what I'm picking. Tomatoes, I can tell from GMO. Onions, I know GMOs and the organic ones. Hey, sorry to you guys, man.
crap thrown together in one bin. So there's like 1,000 cow parts in there. Then it gets grinded up, goes through a machine.
Somebody think her KFC is actually chicken in Kenya. How naive. Go ahead.
Remove the bones and all that. But then it gets grinded up, mixed together, and then it goes through a machine and it's formed into patties. And then they sell the patties to McDonald's and Burger King and wherever else, Wendy's. All that crappy, not really good meat gets formed into a patty and becomes your quarter pounder. Yummy. But at least we know it's not human meat. What are your thoughts?
Becomes your Krabby Patty, like SpongeBob. Krabby Patty.
Just found out
If
McDonald's.
you watch SpongeBob, literally, oh my God, SpongeBob was
Everybody
because
can watch SpongeBob, Joey. Get out of here.
Krabby Patty.
McDonald's has contracts with like hospitals.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
For what?
No, it's like, I don't know. That's why I don't know. But McDonald's has contracts with hospitals. And I'm like, yo, there's been stories where a mom finds like a tooth in the McDonald's Happy Meal burger and shit like that. So like connecting.
Oh yeah, like I think that I don't know, but recently there's been cases in Kenya. The difference about the women, especially the women. That's why they shout out to Limbugi for raising that question and the issue of women undergoing so many difficulties after giving birth under C-section. Most of the women recently, for especially this month, they've been finding their kidneys missing. This is years after giving birth. You're developing conditions. You don't know where they're coming
Wow.
from.
He's about thank God for being in Africa. Motherfuckers got their whole kidneys getting taken out. These corrupt bastards taking out people's kidneys at birth. What are you talking about? They would have given birth to their babies and they're taking their kidneys. You talking about? Thank God I'm in Africa. What? Good luck with that, Joby. No kidneys. What you talking about?
It has been happening. It's so crazy because that is now raising so many alarms to women who are pregnant, because you have to be careful if the doctor is pushing you to go under C-section, because this is a business where not only is it a business for them to make money out of
That came from white people. Exactly. You're not supposed to give a C-section. That's exactly. Especially being an African woman. Birth is supposed to be easy for you. You eat right. You ain't supposed to have no C-section. Barely. Ever. They made it like norm now because it's a money grab. You're not supposed to be getting that shit. And that's why they're going in and stealing your kidneys.
They keep nothing real. It's
The
real.
KFC, we are chicken. Is it trying to say that like, oh, they're feeding, we're the mystery meat? Like, are we the mystery meat?
Wait, they're putting like human flesh.
Yeah,
into
because
food?
there's only 100,000 cemeteries in America, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many deaths. So where are the bodies going? And this guy literally had to delete his video because the graveyard CEOs were like, nah, this can get you fired.
Oh shit.
That's real like tinfoil though. Like, you do your research. There's something called Soylent Green. I
Yeah.
can't even get into that because even the TikTok I was listening to said she couldn't explain it. But go look at that
So
movie.
you think
Soylent Green is a movie. Soylent Green is a movie that they showed you. They know, what is this? What is Soylent Green? They found at the end you've been getting served people. Soylent Green, it's the people. We're eating people.
Yeah, like
they put let's say 99% chicken and then they put like 1% like human.
Yeah, I don't know though, but that's like the theory.
So it's confirmed.
Man, I'd say literally most of the things, most actually of the chat to the African women who are also raising the alert on this, especially on the snacks that you give your kids. You think that they're really good snacks. Most of these snacks are pathetic. They are coming from trash. I was watching a
Of
video,
course.
I think I have on one of my cues on Instagram, from the videos I share, how they recycle like rotten biscuits, cakes, everything rotten, and they just put some coat of chocolate, and you think that is fresh, and you eat, you're like, wow, this is nice. It's a combination of rotten things, and it's so crazy.
All right. They put it back in a box and they put it on the shelves. They here, nigga, eat it.
And
But-
sadly, most of the Africans, again, when we talk about classisms, which I think is a conversation we've been having lately about classism, where other Africans feel like they're better than other Africans because they live a certain life and all that. There are Africans not only giving your kids an English name and having your kids talking English, you think your kids eating snacks, that is posh. So your kids are better than the kids who eat sweet potatoes and all that type of things, because you can afford clips, good
You can afford
supermarket
these you can afford these garbage ass snacks and you don't know you ain't know what's in them because you're too stupid.
But let me go to the comments before I shift to the next conversation. Shati Time Speed, Karibu Sana Big Cheese once again. Karibu Time Speed says, Willie Wilson had the world most busiest McDonald's on the west side of Chicago on Madison, K-Town. I worked out for 2 weeks as a teenager and I quit. And it was too busy, that nasty ass burger. Keith, I think you also worked at a McDonald's.
I worked at a McDonald's. I worked at a McDonald's before I started selling dope, selling drugs in DC. I was downtown. Man, I'm like 10. I worked there maybe 3 weeks, and the guy was opening a rack of buns, and a rat jumped out the motherfucker and ran down his face and his arm. He said, "What was that?" I said, "It was a goddamn rat." I said, "What was it? What was that?" I said, "It was a goddamn rat. Jumped out the buns and ran down your motherfucking arm." God damn.
You said you worked there with your brother, where your brother.
Yeah, my brother was poisoning people. What my brother would do? No. When we left, well, he started at McDonald's because we got fired because he was poisoning motherfuckers. Then we ended up going to Popeyes, right? So he was putting he was cooking. No. That's the second one. No, he's putting dish detergent. He was cooking the patties and fucking dish detergent and shit. And one day, one white guy came up. You know, we was in the tourist section of DC. One of my guys said, "Yeah, taste this burger. It tastes like soap. What the fuck is in here?" Oh shit! And he went to man. He said, "What the fuck is up in here? What's in this? This goddamn burger tastes like soap." Goddamn. And then I said, "Oh man, we done." He said, "Soap? Sorry, can't taste like soap. This is a McDonald's burger. Can't taste like soap." He said, "Taste it. Taste this shit. This soapy shit." My brother was a psychopath. He just do psycho shit. So we got fired because he said, "You back there, you see them." He got me fired. He said, "You back there, you see your fucking fucked up ass brother putting patties in the detergent and shit." I said, "I didn't know. I swear to God, I didn't know."
Did you apply for a job, or were you connected by your sister, a friend? Did you apply for
No, anybody get one of them bum ass jobs. You're a teenager, anybody get one of them jobs. No. That's a bum job. That's a fast food job. You have to be connected. Nobody get no goofy job like that. Joby, that's a in America, Joby, that's a bum job. That's a teenager job. You ain't gotta be connected. You're not Joby, this sound crazy. Did you have to know anybody to get a job at McDonald's? No, Joby.
I'm trying to look at it because if you look at people who are working at KFC, bet sure they're connected or connected.
Not in America. You're not connected to working at KFC. You're low, but girls, if you're working at KFC, Joby, you're not getting no coochie. Okay? If you're working at KFC, McDonald's, and all that kind of shit, you're not getting any coochie. You're gonna become an incel. You're gonna
come try in Africa.
Let me finish. You're gonna become an incel. You're gonna be involuntarily celibate, working at McDonald's and Popeyes and KFC. You're not getting no coochie.
I wanna be bitter for getting nothing sexually and being sexually frustrated. But I'm saying for him, it's different. That's a big deal, by the way. For working at fast foods, like you consider like, hey, it's respect. Like, hey, yeah, like I don't know how much they're paid, but it's
no respect.
Go up there and get a job as Joby. I need to know someone. Someone has connected me.
Nope. Here in America, girl, he working at KFC. Shit, child, get his ass out of here. Girl, he working at KFC. Better get his ass out of here. I'm gonna have you put that up on TikTok. But so we ended up at Popeyes for a little bit. This motherfucker was putting flies and shit in the biscuits. He'd bake the biscuits, catch a fly, put it inside the biscuit and hide it, and bake the fly in the motherfucker. I said, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man? What the fuck is going on with you, dude?" So
is this the brother with you normally talk to sometimes?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Crazy motherfucker. Now he living all rich, all high up the hog and shit. And the funny thing about it, that motherfucker all rich, but his goddamn mixed son is a nut. His mixed son is all fucked up. He don't even want his mixed kid around him. I told you don't mix that white lady. He don't want his mixed kid around him. Anyway, go ahead.
Variety 10 says, I had a Jewish man on YouTube said burgers is full of human body parts. Exactly what
That's
that
right.
explains. Shout to the Sailor 7 says, nice to see you today. Says you've been eating human body parts over 30 years ago. Take I think that's what it meant. And also see January, so
I know we didn't know, brother. We sorry, we didn't know. We didn't get the memo until recently. We didn't know they was already getting us Soylent Green. How did we know? We thought the burgers were fresh and we were goofy kids and we didn't know none of this shit. We didn't know everything was evil and wicked back then. We didn't know that it was. We didn't know this kind of evil even existed growing up. We didn't know none of this evil was real. Go ahead, Joe.
10 says, damn, I drive through Wyoming sometimes. I'm not eating anything there anymore. And Baron Scott Karibu Sana, still the 70s says, I will take a calf 3 years. It will take a calf 3 years to become fully grown. We've been eating human body parts for over 30 years. And also he adds that do the math, how many burgers McDonald's sells a year, how many
we didn't think of it like that. That's true, exactly. How many chickens are alive with KFC and Popeyes and damn Churches and Bojangles and all these little chicken joints we got? How many chickens are there? Exactly. I had a friend of mine when I was living in Japan. He refused to go because at that time it was a KFC there. We didn't have because Popeyes is not around the world like KFC's been around the world longest all over the world. So at that time I said, hey man, let's go to KFC. He said, man, I ain't going to no KFC. I ain't seen one chicken in this whole damn country. I don't know what that shit is. He said, I ain't seen one goddamn chicken in this whole damn country. I don't know what that shit is. I'm not eating that shit. I said, man, they got chickens in this country. He said, have you seen one? I said, yeah, I seen about 2 or so. Yeah, there you go, 2. So I ain't seen no damn chickens. I don't know what that shit is.
This is why you must not eat Popeyes. Listen, kid.
I ain't listening. I ain't eating no more. I can't. You're right. I seen a video that scared me straight on Popeyes. I'm not eating that shit no more. That shit ain't chicken. That shit all kind of that shit like 7 Seasons, all kind of concoction shit and that shit.
Kid saw the video. He came, told us about it, and still went and bought Popeyes after a month.
One time, and I ain't went back again. So kick rocks, Joby.
But he says because if you're eating that, you're eating human mixed with cat, rat, pigeon, possum, raccoon.
God damn.
I only eat Harold chicken. Enjoy Keith and Joby. Aye, that's what's up, man. I don't eat no Kentucky chicken and Popeyes. I eat KFC. That's different.
KFC is Kentucky fried. That's Kentucky chicken. That's Kentucky. KFC means Kentucky Fried Chicken, Joe. You just got the slang. The slang version is KFC. The real name is Kentucky Fried Chicken, Joe. That's KFC.
Kentucky, I'm eating KFC. Okay, that's the. I know it's the same word, but that's the difference. You keep.
It's the same one. It's Kentucky. Look at the acronym, Joe. KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Ours is organic, but believe that. Ask Wallace. But I also see 10 Speed says, man, it's really time to go vegan and you're still not safe. Exactly. That is so true. They have fake cabbages right now.
That's right. You're not safe with that shit. Exactly right, 10 Speed.
Fake spinach, fake onions. Everything is fake nowadays, especially on you guys. And
it's crazy, especially on our end. You think that shit ain't in Africa? Get out of here.
Are we growing? We're growing organic potatoes for us. We're not growing no GMO potatoes.
That's true, but I'm saying they trying to get in Africa, and you got the goofy politicians like, yeah, we're gonna put all this GMO shit up in here.
We're safe. I'm still safe. Danny says they have a McDonald's in the Himalayan mountain. If I'm pronouncing Himalayan mountain.
Himalayan mountain, do they? I know. Yeah, up there by the Chinese and Indian border. They probably do. I don't know. Let me see. Hey, Joey, put this on the thing. Say, where are all the McDonald's franchises in Africa? Say, where are all the McDonald's franchises in Africa? I know South Africa. I know Namibia. I know Botswana. I mean not Botswana, but Zimbabwe. Probably Botswana too. I know Burger King, but shit, there's a Hardee's in Kenya.
Excuse
I
me.
don't know if it's many. Go ahead.
Franchises in a few countries in Africa, including South Africa, Egypt, Morocco, and Mauritania. Only 4 countries.
That's it. I'm pretty sure it was in Namibia. I ain't crazy.
They're saying the company has a significant presence in South Africa with close to 400 restaurants across the country.
Okay, it's big in South Africa. I've been said that. They're big in South Africa. Everywhere in South Africa. They're like America. It's ubiquitous. They everywhere. Go to South Africa. There's a McDonald's on every motherfucking corner almost. Like America. That shit's everywhere.
No, we don't have McDonald's here. We don't have McDonald's in Tanzania. KFC in Tanzania is nice as
Okay. Put. I know there's a Hardee's in Kenya. There's a Hardee's in. Okay, put this up. Say, how many countries? I mean, how many African countries is Burger King in? No, Burger King is in Ghana. I think it's one in. Is it one in Kenya? I don't know.
I guess.
Um,
How many countries is Burger King? I think
King.
we have one.
Yeah. How many African countries is Burger King in?
We have one in Kenya, if I'm not wrong. At
I
least
think-
7 countries. They're saying the Burger King is in at least 7 African countries, with some reports indicating expansion into more. And the confirmed countries include South Africa, Ghana, Ethiopia, along with Zambia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Namibia through a franchise. So I think we have one in Kenya. I'm not sure, but I
I
think so.
thought there was one in Kenya too. But okay, so that's what I thought that was the McDonald's, the Burger King's in Zimbabwe and Zambia and fucking Namibia and Botswana. Shit, Burger King everywhere almost in Africa. Shit, more than McDonald's. That's crazy. And I know there's a Domino's in Kenya. I know there's a Domino's pizza in Kenya.
There's
You don't know what? A Domino's pizza.
Domino's. Oh, Domino's.
Domino's pizza.
Yeah, Domino's. We call it Domino's. I think the pronunciation is different. Domino's.
What do you call it?
Domino's.
Domino's, Joey. Domino's pizza. I know I've bought it for you guys over and over again. Domino's. I don't know what's in that shit. I mean, I was in college.
I
You know
love
what?
the Domino's pizza. It's so nice. Domino's. That was the best. That's the best pizza I think I've had in my life, man. It's so good. It's really, really good. And the KFC pizza and pizza in pizza. It's not good. But we have Burger King in Kenya. I see
I
it's
thought
in
so.
Two Rivers Mall and in Lavington.
So they're gonna build some more. That means gonna be some more. I knew Burger King. I know I went crazy. I said So Burger King is in Kenya, and I was up place before McDonald's. That's crazy. So I knew, and there's a Hardee's. There's a Hardee's in Kenya too. There's a Hardee's. Huh?
In Lavington, Two Rivers, TRM, actually in 4 malls and like 4 regions, because Lavington, Two Rivers are not these are different regions. So Lavington, Two Rivers, TRM, Next Gen Mall, and they have Karen, which is in Karen. Where I was, because I've seen the Burger King in Karen when I used to stay in Karen, exactly. Yeah.
Soul and Green.
Yeah.
See, I know Hardee's is in Kenya too. There's Burger King, Hardee's. I can't believe McDonald's ain't in it before Burger King. Burger King seemed to be all over Africa before McDonald's. That's crazy. But anyway, I know there's a Hardee's in Kenya too, because I've seen it. A Hardee's. That's right. And not meant as a hard say it's Hardee's burger. It's Hardee's burgers in Kenya. A Hardee's
Pronounce?
Hardee's restaurant. How you spell Hardee's, guys? HARDESS. Hardee's. How you spell that shit out? How you spell Hardee's? HARDES. EES. Oh, let me say spell that shit.
Yeah. So they're saying yes. The American burger chain Hardee's has a restaurant in Kenya, specifically in Nairobi.
Yes, right.
You can find Hardee's at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. at Two Rivers Mall, the mall I mentioned where there is the Burger King.
Thanks, Jibba.
Yeah. So yeah, that's those are the yeah. So it's in Kenya, in Two Rivers, and in at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. As you
I
walk in.
told you they don't got McDonald's, but they got Hardee's in Kenya. They got Hardee's. Hardee's, guys. You ain't got Hardee's all over the United States. And some of you guys probably know what Hardee's is. Hardee's is not even over the whole United States. I think Hardee's is only in the Southeast. I don't think Hardee's is up in Chicago in that area no more. I think Hardee's is only in the Southeast now, like in the southern, like Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina. I know it ain't in California going out west from Texas over. There's no Hardee's in Texas. And there's no Hardee's in goddamn California, Arizona. But there's Hardee's in fucking Kenya. You ain't got no Hardee's in Texas, but there's Hardee's in Kenya. Make that make sense. Oh, that's how it goes. Make that make sense. Now, I don't know. Hey, Jibba, you guys still got Hardee's up there in Pittsburgh? I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, I'm turning down radio. Hold on. He said they recently closed the last Hardee's in Pittsburgh. Exactly. There's no Hardee's up there at all. Exactly. Got the last one closed. Exactly, Jibba. That's the last one. So yeah. I know there's no Hardee's up north, and there's none out west. But there's Hardee's in Kenya. I can't go to California and get no Hardee's, but I can go to Nairobi and get me some Hardee's. Go ahead, Joe.
Because like you're saying, if you visit a huge supermarket late at night, you'll see Chinese people looting the garbage, taking the outdated meats, fish, and
what? For real?
Their restaurant to serve for black people. Wow.
That's why I don't eat no Chinese restaurant. I don't eat that shit. Exactly. That's why I don't eat that shit.
He also says, I've seen a dude trying to get a job at
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Oh, Chipotle. He said Chipotle.
Yeah. And they were asking him 1,000 questions. Those who are making it hard to get a job serving food now. It's crazy out here.
We can't get exactly. It's hard to get a job even fast food restaurant. What Joe said exactly, because our economy is so bad, we're crashing. You know, back then Joe said you had to know somebody. You had to have a contact. What? They work at Burger King? They work at goddamn Hardee's? They work at fucking McDonald's? No.
Nothing here, you know. I mean, lucky me, I didn't need to know Spikes to get a job, but you know, he gave me a chance. But in Africa, you have to know someone to get a job. That's just the truth. Or bend your ass down, woman. That's and that's
no, you keep your coochie. You keep that.
or be a Trump, you know, a Trump.
You keep that. You keep that. You keep that thing. I don't know where it's been. I don't know. I never understood that kind of shit. You keep that thing. I don't know where. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. You're crazy.
It's not about here. It's not even about you wanting to know what I've done. It's this men up that.
I know. I'm just saying. For me, that's never been. That's weird to me. I like I'm asking somebody to give me AIDS. Can you give me AIDS, please? I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know if you've been putting the goddamn cat's head in your coochie. I don't know what you've been doing. No, I'm good.
They got expensive in and out burgers in California. Christian so-called people got that in the small huts. Jib also adds, if you are constipated, get some McDonald's. That will fix it. Goddamn.
Know what? That's the most horrible. I ain't had McDonald's in years. I can't eat that shit. I can't eat it. I had McDonald's 15, 20 years.
10 Speed says, have you tasted the moose meat? Hold on.
I never had moose meat, but I had buffalo meat when I was in Montana, Wyoming. That shit was delicious. I ain't gonna try to lie. I never had no moose meat. You guys up there got the moose. There are no mooses down the south. They up north. You guys got them mooses up there.
How do you even? Okay, I get the hunting.
You shoot his ass.
Yeah, I get the shooting. I get that because in Africa, we use the arrows. It's for arrows. We use the arrows if it's hunting.
You shoot his ass and you shoot his ass. You drain the meat, take him back, and You drain the meat. Try to marinate the meat. Put the shit out so the blood will drain. You soak his ass, chop his ass up, and you make a burger out the motherfucker. I guess. I never had that kind of. I never had moose meat, but I had, like I said, I've had buffalo meat, and that shit was delicious. I ain't gonna lie. A buffalo, look up buffalo, Josie. Looking at the moose, look up buffalo.
I know about buffalo.
Be-
I know about buffalo.
Yeah, that buffalo was delicious. All right, so
That's believe it
I
has
ain't eat the whole I ain't eat the whole buffalo.
it's so big, like it's so huge. I bet it has thick meat because it's like,
I don't know. That meat was tender. I stopped at a restaurant. And got this shit out. I said, "Oh, buffalo meat." They said, "Let me try this." Just like in Florida, there's some, Florida, they sell gator meat. I refuse to eat that shit. I ain't never tried that shit in my life. I'm not eating no damn alligators. People love that shit. From here to Louisiana, people smack you in the head not eating and especially in Louisiana. They love that gator meat. Yeah, y'all share, get the gator meat, yeah, share.
it's crazy. But as we continue, we're going to get into the main conversation about the rise of not just gun violence. Let me be specific, by the way, about violence. There's a video I was watching which was so disturbing. I don't know if many of you have caught it on TikTok, of these young black kids who are jumping on a pregnant black woman. Like these are really
What?
young kids, like for real. Yeah, let me see if I can find the video. This was very disturbing for me to watch. I watched that video like 15 times, if I can be specific, because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And of the things that were going through my head is, number one, the parenthood, because this goes back to the parenthood, what we've talked about, and being specific, the hood rat parents, the single hood parenthood, which has promoted to this, where kids grow up without manners.
The single hood parent, single hood rat parent. Put the rat in there. Single
Let me
parent.
singlehood parenthood. Let me say that, because this was very, very disturbing. I was trying to understand, because following up the story, I don't know if this lady was, because she's young, but she not really that young, because if you look at her children actually are the same age group with the kids who are jumping on her and her kids, because she was jumped on, she was pregnant, and her kids were also beaten very bad. Let me see if I can find the video and share it, because this was very, very disturbing. Very,
Those are called the YNs. Gotta be careful with them young. YNs means the young niggas. YNs means
Did you know that there are cities in the U.S. where you have a shockingly high 1 in 41 chance of being the victim of a violent crime? And the chances of being the victim of a property crime are a whopping 1 in 11 in other cities. Today on Across the Globe, we're going to be looking at the most dangerous cities in the United States in 2024. Number 10, Stockton, California. Stockton, California,
What?
a city with a rich history dating back to the gold rush era, has long struggled with crime and financial woes.
There's a bunch
Founded
of Mexicans
in
over there.
1849, Stockton was a thriving agricultural and commercial hub,
Gold
earning
rush.
the nickname California's Forgotten City due to its proximity to the Sierra Nevada foothills. However, in recent years, Stockton's fortunes have taken a drastic turn. The city filed for bankruptcy in 2012, a direct result of the devastating effects of the 2008 financial crisis, which saw property values plummet and unemployment rates soar. The economic downturn led to a surge in crime rates as desperate residents turned to illegal activities to make ends meet. Today, Stockton is one of the most crime-ridden cities in the United States, with high rates of gang violence, theft, and homicide. Despite efforts to revitalize the city's economy and restore its former glory, Stockton remains a complex and challenging urban landscape, grappling with the ongoing consequences of economic hardship and social inequality. In February 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Stockton 10th on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. Also in 2024, BBC Science Focus ranked the city 8 on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States.
They noted how among its relatively small population of around 320,000, there are 1,414.56 violent crimes per 100,000 people. According to Neighborhood Scout, residents of Stockton face a 1 in 85 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 34 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime.
Again, the question should go back to, because that is what they're missing on every video I literally try to look at. They're not mentioning which group of race commits these crimes, because if you look at most of these videos, also the images, like you can see from this video, the images are black people. We less see actually the white community being pinned on this kind of
Well, Stockton, California doesn't have a big black community. That's mostly Hispanics, Mexicans, and other Guatemalans, Hondurans, Nicaraguans. Those are those people. In that city, Stockton doesn't have a large black community. Stockton, California doesn't have a big.
9. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin has a storied history dating back to the 18th century.
Yeah,
The
Milwaukee has a lot
diverse
of black
city
people.
has long been known for its industrial and cultural heritage. Founded in 1846, Milwaukee's early growth was fueled by its location along the Milwaukee River and the construction of the railroad, which brought industries such as brewing and manufacturing to the area. Today, the city is home to iconic brands like Harley-Davidson and Miller Brewing Company. However, despite its proud history, Milwaukee has also struggled with high levels of crime, earning it a reputation as one of the most crime-ridden cities in the United States. The city's south side has been particularly plagued by violence, with gang activity and drug trafficking contributing to
Ain't that where you living at right now, Byron? Is Byron in here? I think Byron lives in Milwaukee.
rising crime rates. As a result, residents and visitors alike have expressed concerns about safety, with some areas of the city being advised to avoid after dark. In 2020, FBI data showed that Milwaukee had 1,597 violent crimes for every 100,000 people, compared to 399 incidents per 100,000 nationwide. By that metric, this made Milwaukee's rate 300% higher than the national average. In 2023, Milwaukee ranked third for the largest cities with the highest violent crime rate. In 2024, things have not improved much at all. Milwaukee came ninth on Jagran Josh's 10 most dangerous cities in the United States list, whereas on BBC Science Focus's list of the same name, the city came sixth. They stated that due to the city's high crime rates, it has become a less than ideal place to live. Neighborhood Scout gave Milwaukee a crime index of 2, meaning it is safer than 2% of other U.S. cities. According to their metrics, if you live in Milwaukee, you face a 1 in 66 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 28 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. Number 8, Little Rock, Arkansas. Founded in 1821, Little Rock was a major hub during the Civil War and later became a center for the civil rights movement, with the city being the site of the Little Rock Nine, a group of African American students who integrated Central High School in 1957. However, despite its eclectic past, Little Rock has struggled with rising crime rates in recent decades. The city's south and west sides have been particularly plagued by gang violence, drug trafficking, and property crimes, leading to concerns about safety and quality of life. According to FBI statistics, Little Rock has consistently ranked among the top 10 cities in the country for violent crime rates. According to Neighborhood Scout, with a crime rate of 72 per 1,000 residents, Little Rock has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes, from the smallest towns to the largest cities. They gave the city a total crime index of 1, meaning the city is safer than 1% of other U.S. cities. If you live in Little Rock, your chances of falling victim to a violent crime are 1 in 55, and your chances of becoming a victim of a property crime are an alarming 1 in 19. According to the Arkansas Times, property crime in Little Rock increased by 2% in 2023 compared to 2022. In 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Little Rock 8th on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. Number 7, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, a city situated on the shores of Lake Erie, was founded in 1796 and quickly became a major industrial hub during the 20th century, earning the nickname the Forest City due to its abundance of trees and green spaces. The city was also home to the iconic Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was established in 1983. However, despite its cultural and economic significance, Cleveland has long struggled with high crime rates. According to BBC Science Focus, recorded offenses have been declining in recent years, but saw a significant spike in 2020 and 2021. This increase in crime is attributed to rising poverty rates.
Hold on. Cleveland's nickname is known as the Mistake by the Lake. I don't know nothing about each time. Cleveland's nickname is known as it's called the Mistake. Hold on, Joe. Put this up real quick. Go to Google and say Cleveland. Say Cleveland is known as the Mistake by the Lake. That's his nickname because they put it on Lake Michigan, and the shit gets snowed in, and it's horrible now. Especially now they don't got no manufacturing no more, so it's known as the Mistake. Huh?
It says Cleveland and the nickname Mistake by the Lake or Mistake on the Lake during a
exactly
decline and pollution, primarily referencing the city's industrial past and misfortunes like the polluted, fire-prone Cuyahoga River, if I'm pronouncing it right.
I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Mistake. Cleveland's known by the Mistake by the Lake because of all the industry that's gone. It's all tattered looking. You've been to Cleveland, you're like, man, this city raggedy than a motherfucker. It's the Mistake by the Lake. That's what I know it as. But go ahead, Joe.
Okay.
Challenges posed by the pandemic on the local police force. They also noted how the city's violent crime rate is 1,556.76 per 100,000 people, putting it above the national average in the USA. In 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Cleveland 7th on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. According to Neighborhood Scout, residents of Cleveland face a 1 in 61 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 23 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. Number 6, Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri is a city that wears many hats. From its
number 1 is going to be Memphis. Number 1's going to be Joey's girl, Memphis. Glorilla. It's going to be Memphis, Tennessee, where Judge Joe's at. Memphis, Tennessee. That's right.
Status as a hub for barbecue and jazz music. The city's vibrant music scene has produced legendary jazz musicians like Charlie Parker and Count Basie, while its barbecue joints have earned a reputation for serving up some of the most mouth-watering Q in the country. However, despite its many charms, Kansas City has been gaining unwanted attention in recent years for its rising crime rate. According to local authorities, the city has seen a significant increase in violent and property crimes, with some neighborhoods experiencing particularly high levels of crime. According to Neighborhood Scout, with a crime rate of 63 per 1,000 residents, Kansas City has one of the highest crime rates in America. Residents of the city face a 1 in 63 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 21 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. In 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Kansas City 6th on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. As reported by BBC Science Focus in April 2024, the majority of crimes in the city are increasing, and the homicide rate is especially concerning. In order to combat this, the Kansas City Police Department is collaborating with other community organizations to put into action a citywide plan that addresses a variety of mental health concerns that may escalate into violence, as well as reducing crime and assisting people in rising out of poverty. Number 5, St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri is a city that played a significant role in the westward expansion of the United States, earning the nickname Gateway to the West. However,
Yeah,
over time,
pause
St. Louis
it. I knew you got two worse cities in the same state, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri, and St. Louis, Missouri. You got two fucked up cities in the same state. God damn. And I ain't gonna lie. I told when we were talking to Brother Ricky when he says comes down from Minnesota and he goes through there, comes over to Florida. Man, St. Louis is man, that city's hollowed out. You know it's crime infested in there. That city is hollowed out. It's when you're downtown, look just as fucked up as you're out town. Hold on, Joey. You know, but they call you, well, in Africa they call them the CBDs. You know, your Central Business District. In America we call them downtown. When you're downtown, it looks all fucked up. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And last time I was I think I was in St. Louis about 6 years ago. I was like, wow, this place is fucked up. Go ahead, Joe.
Become notorious for its high levels of crime. The city's crime rates have been steadily increasing since the 1990s, with high rates of homicide, robbery, and assault. In 2020, the city had a homicide rate of 263 homicides, making it the highest in the U.S. that year. This surge in violence has contributed to St. Louis's reputation as one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. The city's crime problem is often attributed to poverty, lack of economic opportunities, and
of course it's gonna be poverty.
In 2024, St. Louis came 5th on Jagger & Josh's list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. According to Neighborhood Scout, St. Louis has a crime rate of 87 per 1,000 residents. If you live here, the chances of becoming a victim of violent
where's
crime
LA
are
and
1 in
Chicago?
68,
I
and
don't see LA, Chicago, or New York nowhere on there yet. But go ahead.
becoming a victim of a property crime are a shocking 1 in 11. To that, Neighborhood Scout gave St. Louis a crime index of 0, meaning the city is 0% safer than other U.S. cities. As reported by BBC Science Focus, flock cameras and other modern video technologies are being used in the St. Louis Police Department to reduce crime rates. These cameras can quickly notify the police when they identify a car's license plate that they believe is relevant to law enforcement. Number 4, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland's largest city, has a plush history dating back to 1729 when it was founded as a port city on the Patapsco River estuary. The city's strategic location has made it a vital economic hub, with its thriving port serving as a major hub for importing and
I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't been to Baltimore in years. Pause that. I ain't been to Baltimore in years. When I my last year, like I said, I moved from LA to DC, and I spent my graduation down in Baltimore, down at the wharf. But Baltimore is one of the most fucked up cities I've ever seen in my life. It's one of the most depressing, impoverished. It's just fucked up. Now, I'm not saying they haven't improved it, because I went to college in Philly, and Philly back then was fucked up too. I ain't gonna lie. But Baltimore was on another level, even worse than St. Louis. Baltimore is like, see, now, and this years ago, so I can't speak on it because they might have improved it. But when I was there, as a teenager, early 20s, man, that's when all that wire shit was going on. All the wire, all that drug shit was going on. Baltimore was like, man, you might want to murder yourself living up in here. This is suicidal. I said, this is what. And I was young. I ain't been to many cities. Only knew LA, then DC. Ain't like I've been a lot of places at that time. But Baltimore is one of the worst cities I ever seen in my life. I was like, why would you ever live in this bitch here? There's no way. I find every means to get the hell up out of there. If I was born and raised there, I'm gone. It was worse than any city I've ever been in. To this day, if they haven't cleaned it up, it's one of the worst cities I've ever been in my life. Baltimore is horrible. Horrible. Go ahead, Joe.
Today, Baltimore is Maryland's economic center with a strong presence in industries such as healthcare, education, and tourism. However, the city's reputation has been marred by alarming crime.
Tourism?
The city has struggled with
Tourism?
high level.
Who the fuck is going to Baltimore for some tourism? Are you insane? Tourism? If you're going to Baltimore for tourism, you are crazy as cat shit. Tourism. Get out of here with that
levels
shit.
of violence, including homicides, robberies, and drug-related crimes. In recent years, Baltimore has become one of the most dangerous cities in the United States, with some of the highest crime rates in the country. According to Neighborhood Scout, with a crime rate of 48 per 1,000 residents, Baltimore has one of the highest crime rates in America. Residents face a 1 in 64 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 30 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. In 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Baltimore 4th on their 10 most dangerous cities in the United States list. Number 3, Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama is a city with a complex history dating back to 1871. Once a major industrial hub, Birmingham was known for its steel production and civil rights movement, earning the nickname the Magic City. However, in recent years, Birmingham has struggled with high crime rates. In 2023, the city ranked among the most dangerous cities in the U.S., according to a report by CBS 42. This is not a new phenomenon, as Birmingham has long grappled with crime. The city's crime rates have been consistently high, with high rates of homicide, robbery, and assault. The city's struggles with crime are deeply rooted in issues of poverty, lack of economic opportunities, and racial tensions. Despite efforts by law enforcement and community organizations to address the issue, Birmingham's crime rate remains stubbornly high, making it a challenging place to live and visit. According to Neighborhood Scout, with a crime rate of 60 per 1,000 residents, Birmingham has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes, from the smallest towns to the very largest cities. Residents of the city face a 1 in 59 chance of becoming a victim of a violent attack and a 1 in 23 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. In 2024, Jagger and Josh ranked Birmingham 3rd on their list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. According to Travelers Worldwide, crime in Birmingham has been so rife since the early 1900s.
Wait. I haven't seen this thing. Okay, now this is my top 3. Number 1, Memphis. Number 2, New Orleans.
Yeah.
What would be number 3? Let's see. Number 3, would it be Miami? I don't think, to me, I never thought Chicago. To me, every time about Chicago, I never found Chicago. Dang, that's just me. They'll go crazy. Big cheese and 10 speed. I never found Chicago to be too dangerous. That's just me. Okay, I was more scared in Baltimore than I was in Chicago. Let's see, Philadelphia one of them. Philly. I'm gonna say my top 2 are gonna be New Orleans, number 2, and Memphis, number 1. I don't know what number 3 is. Let me listen. Go ahead, Joe.
Special agents working in the city to combat the issue. Number 2, Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, Tennessee is a city.
Memphis is number 3. Okay, that was gonna be my number 1.
And a
number 3.
Yet
I knew it was gonna be there though.
Crime rates. Founded in 1819, Memphis has a long and storied past with its strategic location on the Mississippi River, making it a hub for trade and commerce. The city's musical heritage is perhaps its most iconic aspect, with Memphis being widely regarded as the home of blues music and rock and roll. It was at the famous Sun Studios in the 1950s that Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash recorded some of their earliest albums, cementing the city's status as a hub for music innovation. However, despite its cultural significance, Memphis has also struggled with high crime rates, particularly in recent years. In 2023, the city recorded nearly 400 homicides, a staggering rate of 63 per 100,000 residents, making it one of the most violent cities in America. In 2024, Memphis came second on Jagrin Josh's list of the 10 most dangerous cities in the United States. According to Neighborhood Scout, residents of Memphis face a 1 in 41 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 14 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. This results in a crime index of 0, meaning the city is 0% safer than other U.S. cities. Number 1, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, once the thriving industrial capital of the United States, was renowned for its majestic architecture, innovative automotive industry, and iconic music scene, particularly Motown Records. The city's factories hummed with activity as General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler churned out millions of cars, earning it the nickname Motor City. However, the rise of foreign imports in the 1970s and 1980s dealt a devastating blow to the industry, leaving Detroit reeling. As the big three American automakers struggled to compete, the city's economic engine began to sputter. By the 1990s, Detroit's once proud manufacturing landscape had been ravaged by abandonment and neglect, leading to a surge in crime, poverty, and urban decay. As reported by CBS News in 2023, WalletHub released a report comparing 45 of the largest cities based on per capita homicides in Q4 2022 and per capita homicides in Q4 22 versus Q4 2021 and Q4 2020. Detroit ranked number 3. In 2024, the rate of crime has not improved. According to Area Vibes, Detroit's crime rate is higher than the national average by 179.9%. Also, in 2024, Detroit was hailed the most dangerous city in the United States by Jagrin Josh. According to Neighborhood Scout, residents of Detroit face a 1 in 49 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime and a 1 in 22 chance of becoming a victim of a property crime. What about?
Yeah, so that is the video giving us 10 states with the highest crime rate, violence, and what has literally led to this and where they literally are standing today. But I go back and still being heavy on now. We talk about accountability. Who are these people who are involved in this crime? Because according to me, if you talk about crime, depends. I don't even, it not even depends. I feel like in America, and looking at most of the cases I've reported in America, is literally all about these crimes mostly involve guns. And according to Google, because I asked Google which race has the highest percentage of gun ownership, the first question was, and which they said white men have the highest percentage of gun ownership, with roughly half of white men reporting that they own a gun, while overall gun ownership varies across the racial groups, and there has been a significant increase in new gun owners among Black people, Asians, Hispanic individuals. This is since 2020, and though white men still have the highest rate.
Yeah, but sadly, Joby, those are all Black cities. I don't see your name. So Memphis is number 2, not number 1. I completely forgot about Detroit. So Baltimore was number 3. I thought that was number 4. Okay, Baltimore was number 3. Yeah, so I put Memphis as number 1. I haven't been to Detroit in years, so that's why that never came across my radar. Detroit's been hollowed out because the car industry has been destroyed and shipped to China. So, of course, it's going to be poverty. They went from I think the late 1950s, where there was 1.4 million people that lived in Detroit, to now, like I think it's like less than 500,000 people have fled that state. Fled that city because there's no job opportunity. There's nothing there but poverty. So most people have left. You usually find black people that are always scared to leave, the ones that are left in that poverty. So I don't know why would you. Shout out to everybody living in Michigan. Good for you. Don't get mad at me. I don't know why you want to live in Michigan where it's cold and shit, and you got no jobs. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't like the cold. I don't like living in cold weather. So I understand. I don't know if I'm in Detroit. There's no jobs. I'm leaving. I don't know. I'm out. I don't know why. I'm gone. I understand maybe housing may be cheap. Yeah, because shit, there's no jobs to pay for the houses. So shit, I get it. But like, and don't get me wrong, I don't know why Memphis is so, because Memphis is actually nice. You guys been to Memphis? Memphis is actually nice. It's a nice area. It's got nice shit around it. Why Memphis is so, I guess because it's so poverty prone. But why Memphis is so dangerous, I don't never get it. Because Memphis is actually, surrounding areas around Memphis is nice as shit. I'm sure Judge Joe Brown don't live in one of those bad neighborhoods, right? You're talking about the cities in Tennessee. Your Nashville's nice. Even Knoxville is nice. So all your major cities in Tennessee are pretty nice. Memphis, Nashville. So the main cities they were talking about the crime, it's not in the top 10. There's no Chicago. There was no LA. There was even no New York. And there was no New Orleans. Nowhere in that top 10 that that's the one that was Chicago. It's about Chicago. Chicago ain't even in the top 10 of most dangerous cities. But they always got Chicago in their mouth. Chicago. And to be honest, I never grew up in Chicago, but I found Chicago to be kind of nice. I know you got young Negroes in there carrying weapons and acting crazy now, but every time I went to Chicago, I'm not gonna like it. I like Chicago. I always like Chicago. I'm not gonna lie. I can see myself living in Chicago. On the north side. Let me make a caveat. No, you Negroes are gonna get mad. On the north side of Chicago, maybe out in the west side, but now they got too many Mexicans out there now. Back in the day with a bunch of Mexicans, but Chicago to me to me personally, I prefer Chicago way more than I do New York. To me, Chicago as a city, I'm from LA. I think Chicago is the prettiest city in America. Well, maybe behind San Francisco. San Francisco is nice too, but Chicago's got a certain, a certain je ne sais quoi. Chicago just, you ever been to downtown Chicago? Chicago's a pretty motherfucker. Put this up. Hold on, Joe. Put this up real quick before we leave. Put this up. Say, go to TikTok and say, videos of downtown Chicago.
Okay.
Or just at night. It's at night. Put it in the daytime and at night. Chicago is a pretty motherfucking city. It's just something about Chicago. I don't know. You guys have never been to Chicago? You need to go. And I've been in every major city in this country, New York. And to me, New York was never as pretty as Chicago. Go ahead, Joe. Not even Los Angeles. You know, Los Angeles got Hollywood, and Los Angeles got the beach. I didn't find LA as pretty as Chicago. Yeah.
I think YouTube gives better videos on this kind of things. Let me look at
YouTube did. That's what I'm all in the TikTok. Yeah, go to YouTube. Say walk through downtown Chicago. What about you, Dan? You lived in Chicago and New York. What you think, Dan? You lived in both cities. I've never lived in both. I've been through both. I never lived in both. Good. Yeah, go ahead. Now,
Please just share.
yeah, do it. Put it there during the day. Walk through downtown during the day. Downtown Chicago. I walk through Chicago during the day. See what you guys think. You know, it is Chicago just had like that Midwest feeling. Yeah, 10 speed and big cheese, General Mosquito. Yeah. Yeah, Chicago is a real thought out city, Danny. Yeah, Chicago is the most beautiful down. It is. I'm not gonna lie. To me, that's my opinion. 10 Speed lives there. To me, downtown Chicago is better than downtown New York. I've been through both of them. Been in both of them. Walked through both of them. That's my opinion. Chicago's is just much prettier than New York City is. Downtown, everything. It's just Chicago's kind of all. You have to Chicago like, wow, this motherfucker is nice. You do that too in New York, but not. It's just not. New York's nice, but just not like Chicago. To me, is just nicer. That's just me. That's my opinion. You walk to Chicago, it's just nice. You got the water that flows through that shit. It's like well designed. I don't know who designed this bitch, but it's nice. Chicago is nice. There you go. Go do it. Got the L train running across. You got the L running on top. It just even though I think Chicago's a big city, but it has a small town feel. I don't know. Chicago's a big city, but it has a small town feel. I can't explain it. It's a big motherfucking city, but it's got a small town feel. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead. The only thing I like about Chicago, it's cold in a motherfucker. I can't deal with that cold. It's cold in a motherfucker. I can't deal with that cold. I can't deal with that cold. I can't imagine being homeless in Chicago, Jack. I'm out. Time to leave.
Yes, as we get closer to ending, I'm looking through the comments very quickly as you guys watch that on the screen.
Go ahead.
Earlier we had just a minute. 10 Speed says Little Rock have all those Chicago ninjas causing problems. And Danny says, I've seen the other day a white boy in Cleveland get knocked out cold because he was harassing a black dude. And
talking shit.
Jabba says, what was St. Louis known for? Meat packing. And I also see Danny says, now North Baltimore Towson is pretty nice. And Chachi John Mosquito Karibu Sana. Jibajaba was also saying earlier Pittsburgh, Birmingham, Gary were the US steel manufacturing centers, all gone to China and India. And Jibajaba also added, John Mosquito added that noted, if I ever visit America, I must stay away from Baltimore and what was the gay city of yours? What's that gay city of yours?
San Francisco. I think Atlanta has passed San Francisco, Jim Mosquito. I think Atlanta is now considered the gay city more than it used to be San Francisco, California. I think Atlanta, Georgia has passed that.
Danny Upton says, I remember when my truck got broken in a broad daylight in Detroit and they stole like 4 boxes of black Angus beef. That shit made me pissed. Goddamn. And a good channel that shows American decline is Charlie Bar. Charlie Boy. Okay, thank you so much for referring me. I'll check on that next time. I want to share this kind of stories. And I also see John Moscow says Black City. I was just about to ask the black population in those cities because those statistics are sometimes biased. I think
Bias. They are, but it's poverty. Most of the crime's gonna be black people. Jim Mosquito said, because those cities are black majority, and those cities are those cities are a black majority, and sadly enough, they're poverty, and of course poverty causes crime. Ain't like they don't know what causes poverty. What causes crime? Poverty. So yeah, so those cities are all majority. Sadly enough, they know that those cities are majority black. Those cities, when Joby said Baltimore, majority black. Memphis, majority black. Detroit, we know majority black. St. Louis, majority black. Kansas City, majority black. I forgot the other one she named. Cleveland, majority black. So all the cities she named, those are black cities, sadly enough. And because all those jobs that were taken away and given to China. So you got to, so there are no jobs. And poverty causes crime. Go ahead, Joe.
I also see Danny says Chicago is a nice expect for the west side. I personally like New York City better because everything is readily accessible plus more opportunities. Also said he used to go to Chicago all the time every summer. I guess it's just not too familiar with Chicago. That's why. Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, that's probably why you're so familiar with it, Dan. Yeah. New York, it's easy to get around. I get it. It's easier. It's more accessible because it's more, you got a bigger subway system there. And New York, you really don't need a car. I don't know why nobody got a car in New York City. You really don't need one unless you're going outside. Of course, unless you go driving outside the city. So that's why you would need one when you leave New York City. New York City, everything's accessible. He's right. But I don't know. I just think downtown New York is nice, but it's just something about Chicago. I like it. I like it better. It looks better. It looks better than my home city, LA. It looks better than that shit. I'll tell you that.
Literally, as we wind up on the videos, I wanted to share of the woman was jumped on and with
oh, good.
Yeah, this literally is very, very disturbing, and also it's a question. I think literally last week we're talking about the rap culture. It's promoting a lot of damn shit when it comes to especially the young.
Of course, all has something to do with it. That's all of it's influenced by the culture's been completely destroyed. It's disrespectful. It's all that stuff because you have generations of just debaucherous behavior. Of course.
Mm-hmm. So let me share this.
Come on, blood. Shamar looking at. Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar? Shamar, what you want, Shamar? Shamar, look
yes, it's a group of elementary school students from the south side of Chicago who jumped on a mother and her two children.
There you go, Chicago. There you go, hood rat shit. South side Chicago, the hood rat niggas.
Look at them ankles, boy. Shamar looking at. Giant. Julia. Hey, for don't touch my brother foot. Oh, hell no, those ankles ashy. Look at them bitches, Greg. Crackhead. Other bitches, Lauren. That's the guy. Oh my God,
I don't understand what the hell they're saying.
Smash that bitch on my brother.
Huh?
Damn!
Disrespect. Why are they touching this lady?
I I don't know the background of the story. I'm trying to literally understand the background of the story, but let me. This
I
is
think
this was
everybody we've all
this was very disturbing to watch. Personally, I couldn't believe my eyes because this she was pregnant as she was being jumped on. She was pregnant and she was trying to protect. I think the kids either school with the rest of those elementary whatever school students, and they keep on poking her because of the mom's looks. And when the mom came to pick them to school, now they got into it seriously by even jumping on the mom and the kids all together. So I'm trying to get the context of the story, but I feel like that is what really happened. But listen,
Oh
Well,
man,
yeah,
we've all seen the
that's what's happened. But see, that's somebody raising fucked up children. These young niggas having fucked up babies, can't raise your children right. This some disrespect. This some savagery shit. And so of course the white media's gonna say, this is savage. This is savages. These are savages. Because no man in the house. So these are fucking savages.
yeah.
And they're gonna grow up to be dangerous savages.
Mm-hmm. Because personally seeing that, it's giving literally hood rat parenthood behavior.
But that's
Just
exactly what it means. It's not giving that. That's what it is.
it's
That's what it
crazy.
is, Joe.
the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there.
Of course, it's
And
outcry. Where the parents at? And of course, they're gonna be hood rat mamas. That's what you're gonna get. No father in the home, and a bunch of hood rat motherfucking young girls having these fucking fucked up babies. But that's how we've been destroyed as a community. I beat the hell out of these fucking kids. And I only believe in hitting kids.
I think more so than anything,
Shit's crazy.
we
Go
want
ahead.
everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child.
Well, you better take her home and whip her ass. And I don't know what you hear you so your child was part of it. So you're fucked up and raising your child not to know. And I understand people do things in group behavior. When kids get together, they act out with the group. But now you got some fucked up home training going on with that. My kids, I mean, even when they was in the group, my children would never jump on another woman's stomach, ever. No, they could come back in my house. Oh no, oh no. And look, you gonna hit? There's no man. There's no fucking man. There's no goddamn man. Ever. There's no fucking man. And that's what's going on with you broads. There's no fucking man. Don't try to come over there. She knows better and blah, blah, blah. Nah, obviously she doesn't. She's not going to speak because he's a child, because they coming after your goofy child. And they coming after you for being a fucked up parent. And you are a fucked up parent. Your child didn't know no better not to go jump on a pregnant woman's stomach? Are you kidding me? That's your fault, lady. Your kid's fucked up because you're fucked up. Call a spade, whether you like it or not. Your kid's fucked up because you're fucked up. Go ahead, Joe.
Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School. Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit.
Nah, she knew what she was doing.
She knows what you're doing. She knows what the fuck she was doing, and this is a mother trying to save face. And where is the fucking man? Where's the goddamn man? There's not. You broads cannot raise children, and the white man knew that. That's why we're set up. I don't give a fuck whether you like it or not. We've been set up for failure. Are you broads raising these fucked up children because you're not disciplinarians and they don't respect you? Okay? Remember, keep it honest. Your children don't respect you as a woman. Sorry. You can't be the daddy. All that shit the white man told you. You can be the mama and the daddy. You can't. That's why there's balance. There's a woman and there's a man. The man is the disciplinarian, not your ass. And you failed, and you women have failed. That's why we got all this crime and young niggas all fucked up. Can't cope, can't deal. This is a generation of misfits you raised. These are your misfits. And when we tell you, you get mad. Oh, well, where were you at? You fuck these no good men. Or wherever you was fucking. You let your legs open for these no good niggas. I already told you, most black men in America have no children. Most black men have no children. So you've been fucking the same 10% of fucked up niggas. That's what you've been doing. But see, being a woman means you don't take accountability. And you don't like to hear this. It makes you feel a certain type of way. I don't care. The numbers show this. The behavior shows this. But then when you have somebody holds you accountable because it's you. Oh, the man didn't show the man. What men are you fucking? What men is in your life? The same bum ass niggas you bitches keep fucking. The same, I'm gonna be rude. The same bum ass niggas you bitches been fucking. You been fucking loser niggas. And then you want to stand back and while the house is burning and don't blame me because the house is burning and who I've been sleeping with. You said you wanted to be free, sleep who you want to sleep with. Go. That's the repercussions of your wicked ass ways. Kids jumping on pregnant women. Then you want to come make some old goofy ass video. My baby can't speak. You know you did wrong, right? No, the way you raised, she's fucked up already. Okay, that kid's a preteen. Preteen, she's already fucked up. See, remember they tell you. I think it's between all your kids gonna know their personality is developed by 11. So everything you taught them by 11, if it ain't still goodness in them, you're already fucked up. Go look that up. Because anybody can tell, I can tell you what a child's going to be if I raise them. They said I think between 3 and 8. Your child's like 11. He's already fucked up, doing fucked up shit. So you come and do that fake video. Oh, my baby, I knew no, she don't give a fuck. As soon as you turn your back, she be doing the same shit. Where's the daddy at, lady? Where's the man? You didn't need no man. You bitches say you didn't. I'm calling you that. You bitches say you didn't need no man. And this is what we got. Fucking kids run amok. And we're laughing stocks on the planet. Because this is shown everywhere about savage ass young niggas. Savage. This is savagery. We gotta call a spade a spade. I'm black. This is savagery.
Yeah,
If I jumping on anybody in my family, I probably try to kill your motherfucking ass. Your mama better come get you. I thought you jumping on my pregnant cousin, pregnant sister, pregnant daughter. I'm fucking you up. That's your fucking mind.
Where we come to the end of today's session and conversation. Thank you so much to everyone who has kept the conversation alive. I see Jiba Jaba says the child was being bullied. Mom was walking her child to school and the bullies mobbed them. Yeah, that was really, really disturbing to watch personally. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't. I'm like, God damn, who's these parents? Who's these kids' parents? That was the first question and the comment I left on that video. I'm like, God damn, this is so disturbing. But also, Sitan Spitz says, I'm wondering if the kids from the location outside, I'm wondering if the kids is from a location outside the area, gang culture, terrorism. I think that's what it looks like because them working together, that group of people, and jumping on this specific people and a child, that's something that's growing, a gang growing. According to me, if you ask me, that's what I'm seeing and observing. But
it's probably gang culture. It's, like I said, that's what you get. You always get gang culture when you get no men in the house, things out of control, people looking for some place to unite, some place to feel love, because the household is fucked up. And so you got children teaching children who are not capable of teaching other children, because as a child mind, you're brutal, you're insensitive, you're immoral.
Yeah. So much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you so much, Jiba Jaba. Appreciate your compliment. But yes, have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place on the Culture Show. But we're gonna be having other shows. Apologies today. Our our devices were not working correctly, and other devices were also super busy. But anyway, thank you so much for keeping it the media of the 21st century, and see you guys later on the next coming shows, but tomorrow. Peace, and out. Your closing remarks, Keith, as we wind up.
Hey, closing remarks is closing remarks, guys. I'm here on the weekends only because Big Cheese has been donating. I cannot do the show since he's been donating. I'm in a bind now. I've got no choice, but because I feel bad. Yeah, because he's donated, and I haven't done no weekend shows in a month and a half. So I will be rain or come shine. I will be there Friday and Saturday, or Saturday, whenever I get back to the house. I said I got it just for Big Cheese. I'm guilty.
That's what's up. Much love, familia.
So much love, fam.
See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on the video of the 21st century.